After my first module of the Green Museums course, I felt really enthusiastic. I came back to the office and started talking about it straight away, and the people that I spoke to took on board everything that I was saying. The very first thing I think I did that was quite important was that we needed to refurbish our office, and in doing that I made sure that we were working together to try and reuse materials as much as possible. So instead of buying new, which would have cost about £2,500, we went to another council department to see if they were getting rid of anything, and we just borrowed furniture from them instead.
We're part of Chorley Council, and so the council are actually monitoring what we do as a case study for maybe development into something for the entire council. But from the museum's point of view, we've kind of got medium, long-term goals, but the short-term quick wins we've already implemented, and that's been things like energy efficient lights and recycling initiatives.
First of all, looked at putting PIR sensors in the corridors of the hall, because it doesn't matter if those lights are going on and off. I think it's important in period rooms to leave the lights on, but maybe look at LED lights. At the moment, for a quick win, we're changing light bulbs as and when they go, and when they get replaced they're energy saving.
Medium term things which we're keen to do would be things like insulation in the loft space, maybe controls on the radiators.
One of the main things we're looking at is installing thermostatic valves onto these radiators. The radiators are really old and the heating system's quite old, and it just means that the heating's on or off completely. And I've always thought it's not good for the collection when some rooms are quite hot, others are quite cold, or if the heating goes off overnight for whatever reason, then the temperature drops. So I've had a look at the temperature of every single room in the house, because we've got monitors that test the humidity and temperature, and I've worked out that each room, on a whole, the temperature can be turned down by 3 degrees, and if we do that we can save 8% on our energy bill per degree.
And then long-term goals, maybe like a biomass boiler in the future. So it is well ingrained in the forward thinking.
This is the bin store that for Astley Hall and Astley Coach House, and the cafes keep the bins in this area. This is where the cardboard is stored, and the bins actually emptied once a week, where the bin lorry comes along and takes all that one away. I wanted to be more involved in this project due to a safer and healthier environment, which makes it easier at home, because if I'm actually doing it at home, I'm going to fetch it into my workplace. We actually got together as a team and we decided to get some bins to place around the office and in our bin store, which is over near the coach house. We actually work as a team, and we get all the recycling together and we put it in the certain bins. Then I've phoned the council and let them know when the bins are full, due to saving them coming out, taking a little bit of the waste, whereas if we minimise it, which makes it a lot better environmentally along the way.
As far as the museum itself and the way we're thinking is concerned, yeah, the Green Museums initiative has impacted on everything we do, and I think the key to that has been getting staff to re-educating the staff and getting staff to be much more conscious about recycling and whatnot.
It has had a great impact on our work due to the manual handling, which staff are asked to remove recycling items out of the offices and over at the coach house where we have rooms. We then have to take all the rubbish, which is, some of it can be quite heavy. So if it is heavy and we can't actually lift the load, we will actually use trolleys to move it to the bin store.
It's changed everything I do at home, and I've got all of my friends and family on board. We recycle absolutely everything down to a receipt in my pocket. We've got a separate bin for it now that we save it and then we go and recycle it. We started shopping at the farmers market instead of going to the supermarket. We've got new curtains, which means we're not losing heat out of the house. We've looked at our heating system. We've done absolutely everything. Anything I do now, anything I buy, I think, where's it come from, where's it going afterwards? And it's just changed everything I do, which I've then brought into work. And I think by talking to everybody and getting people on board, I think people are starting to think that like that at the museum as well.